Hi Sagittarius, this is Amanda Nardozzi. This reading is going to be for April 22nd to 28th. You also have a full moon in Scorpio coming up around the 23rd, so just be mindful if you work with the cycles of the moon, you work with that energy, check out your favorite astrologer or look into that energy. Just be mindful that it's around. That being said, we're going to dive right in. We're doing some tarot, oracle. This is going to be more of a free flow channel so I can really connect with the energy, and we'll move from there. A lot of cycles of breaking free, Sagittarius. So Leo had something similar going on as well. But we're going to start, we're going to channel straight from the focal point of your reading, which is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess this is a highly intuitive time for you. Like, this is one of those things where even if the water is murky and you can't quite see what's on the other side, your intuition is showing you a very clear path, a very clear direction. You may not be able to see what is fully ahead, but you can at least see the next step, the first or second step. But I always say that when you're looking up the staircase of our life, like the third and fourth step is always grayed out, darkened. We can't see too far into the future. And I find that's what a lot of people want when they come to psychic readings, is they want to know that third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh step. And energy just moves on so many different accounts in so many different areas. It is always changing, it's always evolving, and we are always moving as people. So that being said, you are tuning into your wish and you are focusing on the next step. I'm talking like the golden moment for you is step 1 and 2. Like, that's going to be like tuning into your intuition. That's where you need to go. Now, you have some things to face here. You have the 9 of Swords and you have the 8 of Swords. So these two cards capture my attention specifically because the 9 of Swords is about facing your fears, and I do see you purposefully taking the quilt off. So whatever the case may be, however you're choosing to approach this, whatever fears you're facing, it's almost like you are fed up because you're recognizing with the 8 of Swords how you've been blinded, or it's almost like you felt like suffocated. I'm hearing like the word suffocated. So maybe you felt suffocated in a situation, or you felt trapped, or you felt like your mentality, it's almost like you've recognized that your thought patterns or the situation that in something has happened, and you're like, oh, I realize that I can't be in this state anymore. If I'm going to do anything, if I'm going to make changes, if I'm going to be free, specifically the phrase being free is coming out very strongly for you, which actually corresponds with the energy of your sign, because Sagittarius are adventurous. They're free regardless of where this falls in your chart. There is always an element and energy that it brings of wanting to be free, philosophical, higher education. It is very ninth house type of energy of wanting to go out and explore and learn, be philosophical, focus on if you're interested in religion, like focusing on the higher religion, or like wanting to know what's out there spiritually and like really wanting to indulge in that. But for whatever the case may be, this energy, this adventurous spirit, it's almost like you're recognizing, I want to be somewhere else and I'm not going to get anywhere by being here. It's almost like I'm hearing for some of you, you've recognized, I have an important mission and I need to move forward with something in my life. I have such an important mission. What am I doing sitting here any longer knowing this information? It's almost like you got a wake up call, Sagittarius. But this 9 of Swords, you are pushing past fears. You are taking the quilt off and you're like, okay, let's go. It's almost like I'm getting somebody who could potentially be like dropping everything and saying, okay, we're dropping like everything that we've been juggling. We're just going to drop it all. We just need to leave all this behind. Some of you may not actually be jumping ship and quite literally packing up and moving. I'm not saying it has to be that dramatic, though for some of you it might be. For a lot of you, it quite literally is just waking up and being like, okay, I have to reform my life somehow. But you are breaking free. I'm hearing like you are setting yourself up for success rather than setting yourself up for failure. So I see this contrasting with the past of maybe you self-sabotaged in the past, and this is something you are overcoming now. It's almost like you are meeting expectations or demands, but it's almost like it's either something that someone's placed on you, these expectations and demands of like rising up and needing to seize this moment or seize this opportunity, or you've set your own expectations and demands and you are rising up to that. Whatever challenges you're facing, I see you like going through this. It might seem very messy, but I see flying colors. Like by Spirit's perspective, you're doing an amazing job. You have the Devil and you have Ace of Wands drawing parallels as well. So the Devil is quite literally what we just talked about with the 8 of Swords, of feeling trapped, feeling suffocated. It's almost like you might have struggled with issues of other authority figures or feeling controlled in some way. This is also just like and I don't know, there's like the ruler of the mind almost. When the devil has us, it's in his hold of the mind. So typically this points to fears of the mind, and it's almost like you've drawn back or you've held back a long time. And again, I see you breaking these chains. And what's the biggest thing that's going to break these chains? This new beginning. This Ace of Wands right here that's drawing a parallel to it. It's almost like this is being left in the past with the devil, and then the Ace of Wands is literally capturing this new creative beginning or this new adventure that you are about to embark on. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, Ace, I'm hearing like for some of you, it's an escape. Some of you might be going, this reminds me of somebody who, again, it doesn't have to be the exact situation, but this is reminding me of the energy of somebody who's dropping everything to go backpacking in India. I've known someone who backpacked in India. I've known someone who dropped everything and was like, okay, well, I will take this job opportunity out in California, and then they were gone for like several months. And that was like a transformational time for them. But this type of energy is almost like, okay, well, I'm done letting fear block me and I'm moving past this. We're moving on. I'm ready to claim my power. I'm ready to seize the day, and I'm ready to get started with this new thing. We have Stag Spirit, take the lead. Ooh, baby, take the lead. Spirit is like, let's go. We are ready for you. We are ready for this energy. Let's get rolling. And they're waiting on you. This is one of those things where like, okay, we're ready. We've been ready. I'm hearing like we've been ready. We have everything set up. You just say the word, you start taking steps, and we will start sending you opportunities. We will start sending things your way. As I say that, the sun is coming out and shining very brightly too. So it almost feels like a very optimistic and very loving time. Like the sun is shining with optimism and like just hope. Luck specifically is coming to mind for some of you. So some of you may be feeling like lucky as you are taking these steps, and you might fully start to be able to see the it's almost like you're able to see hope. You're able to see hope. You're able to see sunshine. You're able to start seeing the luck and being, oh gosh, I am incredibly lucky. I am worth this. You also have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So as you face these last few rounds of facing your fears, of cutting the cords, of letting go, I do feel like these things are lifelong journeys that we do have to face. So I do think that this is like, it's almost like I feel it kind of like cascading. It's almost like you were at the climax of something and it almost feels like it's coming to, I wouldn't say coming to an end, but it almost feels like the worst of it is over. I got this kind of energy with Leo too, because for some reason a lot of the elemental signs, when I read a lot of the fire, they have similar energies, but this energy in particular almost feels like, okay, the climax is over, the worst of it is over, and now it's almost like I'm taking off the quilt and I'm going for it. That is a little scary, but I feel like so long as you take blind action. I don't know why, like maybe blind action, maybe that's not the right word, but so long as you like not think too much about it, because if you put mental energy behind it, it's almost like that'll slow you down because you're still working through your fears. It's something you still have to say goodbye to. But taking action, taking the lead and acting on this Ace of Wands energy is really going to help clear up a lot of these fears, because a lot of you fear just getting started. And that's where this energy comes into play of just take the lead, just take that first step. Don't think much about it, because you don't want to stand in your own way. And you are recognizing, I'm not about to stand in my own way. I'm just going to do it. I'm like, let's just do it, right? So with this Mirror, who or what is triggering you, this is just something to reflect on. This is something to work through as you are moving through these stages, because things that haven't been processed before might come up to your awareness. So when you are triggered by something, or when you are trying to remove these fears and you are meeting them head on, again, with that Nine of Swords, I see you very clearly, like I see swords clashing, like you are fighting them. You are fighting your demons. You're like, let's go. You will not stand in my way anymore. And it's almost like you're facing a whole army on your own, but Spirit's like, you have had more power to overcome these fears. You've had so much power to do this, and now you are finally recognizing that you have what it takes to face these fears. And I see you slaying them, and as you are facing them, you are going to recognize what exactly is the root cause of all of this. I'm seeing like a lot of this stuff is dream work for you. Some of it just comes up as just straight shadow work, so like journaling, or like, again, actively going out and facing your fears, and then just having those realizations, kind of like an Ace of Swords moment, just pop into your mind and go, maybe that's why I was so afraid of it, because I've noticed this particular pattern in my life, and now that I know the root of that, I can now see how little true that stands in my current life. So I've been letting this block me. Well, not for nothing, but like I realize that this has been blocking me, but it doesn't hold substance in my current reality, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't, it's not a physical thing that blocks me. It's like you're reorienting yourself towards your truth, which is powerful. And you're recognizing that. You actually have 2 cards that popped out. Wow. So you're saying yes to opportunity and change. So again, when I said that the sun was shining, this feels very much like that yes card I just channeled for the sun. This new opportunity and change, you are finally taking that opportunity. This could be an actual opportunity that is presented to you. This could be an opportunity that you are creating for yourself. But either way, you are saying yes. And this is spirit just leaping for joy, saying yes, yes, yes. They made it. They did it. They're finally taking that chance. They're finally doing it. I don't know why I want to like add a little beat or a little bop to it. Some of you might actually benefit from having an amp me up playlist. I have a playlist I think called Climbing to the Top on my Spotify, and I use that to help me go da, 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 da. Like I use those beats to help me like get out of my mind and get into a position of, in my mind, like a position of power. So I don't know. It's a lot of music that's just like, you know, I'm the shit and I know what I'm doing and I'm so successful and I show them the receipts. I don't got to tell anybody what I'm going to do. I don't know. I got a lot of Connor Price on there. But let's see what other oracle cards we got going on for you. We have Buffalo. So I'm going to pull... Ooh. This is that groundbreaking thing. So Buffalo, I'm going to pull the book on this because I want you to get the full scope of what they're talking about. I also haven't used this deck in a while. This is Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz, and we're going to read about the Buffalo Spirit. But I'm already a little bit familiar with Buffalo, so it's that boom moment. So grounded yet heavenly. Practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time. And may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, the buffalo is trusting in pure presence. When out of balance, it is restless or lacks gratitude. And to bring into balance, prayer and bhakti. So, specifically with this buffalo spirit, everything they said, and also I'm getting the image of like this groundbreaking thing. It was either an aha moment that came to mind of, oh my gosh, I can't live like this anymore, or it was some external event that basically rocked your world and you were like, okay, the way that I'm living cannot sustain what I have to step into. So some of you are waking up to that call when you're saying, okay, let's go, let's do this. We're also going to pull some outcome cards to see what this looks like for you, what like taking this opportunity, because I feel like you're going to take it. Like we all know you're going to take the lead on this. Like all your cards are screaming, it is ready for change. It is time for me to step up for myself. So let's see what it looks like moving forward. Guys, we just talked about the sun card. You got the sun card. Okay, so basically Spirit was like, I said what I said and I meant it. So we'll revisit shortly, but we're going to talk about the Page of Pentacles first. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a forever student. Any type of page you get in any suit is going to be the forever student. So the Page of Pentacles is almost like you are learning the lay of the land. This new world, this new landscape, you are learning it. So if this is a new creative endeavor, a new business, a new project, a new something that you are indulging in, this is quite a new relationship even is coming through. If that is something that is currently in your energy now, it almost feels like you are learning more about life, or you're learning more about the material world through this. I'm also getting some spiritual lessons are coming in this next phase too. But it's more of an exciting thing. It's less fighting your battles and fighting your demons and more, it's almost like you're getting some recognition in this next phase. I'm not really sure that's just what's being channeled through, is that like there's some type of recognition coming for some of you. If you are in content creation, this could be like a sudden rise in fame, or it's like you're starting to gain some type of, I'm seeing you gain like little tokens of appreciation from other people. So if you're sharing your love of something with the world, it's almost like you're being recognized for that, or people are saying, hey, you've helped me on my journey. Thank you so much. It's like you're getting that you're getting seen. You're finally getting seen. You have the sun card. So rays of sun, this is literally you standing out in the sun, but this is also you shining your light too. I'm getting Archangel Uriel vibes with this one. So like not only what we just talked about with the sun, because that was channeled through already, there's also another message coming through with this card about shining your light onto others to help lead them through the transformation that they need too. And it's almost like, I don't know if anyone is bearing witness to what you're going through right now, and I'm not sure if you're going to be helping other people with this too, some of you might be, but it's almost like you see the way and you see the way forward, and other people are recognizing that you see the way forward. Or you will get to a point in your journey where people, like, you will tell people this story about how you have completely and totally, faced your fears. You woke up, it was a carpe diem type of thing. You started this new beginning and you fought your demons and you won. And other people will feel inspired by that. The Empress is making something, I'm hearing like making something new of your situation. It's almost like you're making something new. I'm hearing like this gorgeous, badass, confident, sexy, whatever. Like this is the card of creation. This is the card of like, this is beauty personified in this card too. So not only wanting to look your best, but feeling your best from the inside out. Beauty is more, again, I don't know, okay, archangels coming through heavy in your reading. So if you are linked with the angels, I do have angel readings on my channel, but that might be confirmation for you that this is also for you. But I'm getting Archangel Jophiel vibes of, honoring your inner and outer beauty. So this isn't just like, this isn't the shallow, like, oh, let's do our nails, let's get our hair done, let's go to a spa. That's not, though those things do make us feel good sometimes. Like there is something about recognizing our own inner beauty, regardless of what gender that we identify as. Like there's something beautiful about the human soul and our, almost like our part in the world. It's like there's this joyful recognition of, you recognize your part in the world and you're recognizing how beautiful that is. And it's almost like you are giving this thing that you want to create, this new beginning, the time and attention it deserves. And it's giving you that boost of confidence. It's giving you that rush of energy of, I am special, I am valued, and I am loved. We're going to roll some angel dice for you and see if there's anything else that needs to be said on this. 219. I always read these messages twice. We're pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. Know that your relationships with others require your peaceful and loving leadership. Take time to share your intentions for growth. One more time. Know that your relationships with others require your peaceful and loving leadership. Take time to share your intentions for growth. So again, this is that take the lead card coming through of, you're the one going through this change. If there's anybody else in your life, like they might be a little confused at your sudden rush forward. I'm getting like a Knight of Wands, like let's rush forward type of energy. Or it's like, when you are taking the lead and when you're going, even if you're like dropping ship, you're dropping the backpack and saying, I'm going out, I'm dropping this load, I'm dropping this baggage, and I'm leaving everybody behind. Like, I don't know, whatever the case may be, communicating that in a loving way to your peers, to the people around you, even if it's just for support or even just to let them know so that way they're not like, I'm getting, interestingly enough, for some of you, it's going to be for a very select few, but it's almost like some of these people feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place, so they might feel abandoned depending on how you're moving on or how you're leaving. So explaining that to them and saying like, this is just what's best for me. This has nothing to do with, I don't know why this is coming. This has nothing to do with the business or whatever. This has nothing to do with, the job. It's literally just me needing to go. I need to go because I am changing as a person and this just isn't working for me anymore. It's totally fine to say goodbye to that. There's a lot of messages throughout these signs that's like saying goodbye and like releasing. But that being said, however you take that, I'm hearing like you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this new beginning. And we want this next phase to empower you. We want you to, there's like a recognizing your inner beauty. There's something about value and self-worth here. It's almost like you have this beautiful gift or you have this beautiful thing to bring up and out and give to the world, however you choose to shine it, in whatever direction you go. Spirit is waiting for you. They have the opportunities lined up for you. And I'm hearing like, we're ready. Are you? That sounded very cliche. That's just how it came through. Like, okay, we're ready. Like, let's go. We're waiting for you. Let's go. So that being said, Sagittarius, I hope it helped you. That was your reading. If you enjoyed this, if it resonated with you, go ahead, like and subscribe. I post weekly and I also post collectives in between. I'm also giving out personal readings too. So go ahead and check the bio or check the description. I guess they say, check the description for the link to that. That being said, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.